Sandy says read for the month of July. I'm coming to you today to talk about the to be read books for the month of July. And because this is July 1st when I'm uploading this video, we are going to be very patriotic. I have foregone the purple for today so that we could do red, white, and blue. At least blue. I don't have a lot of red stuff. Most of my red stuff is related to the St. Louis Cardinals, so it's like Cardinals, not really United States. But whatever. We're going to talk about some patriotic reads for the beginning of July. Things that I want to read, I guess reread would be the Constitution. I'm going to reread the Declaration of Independence, the United States Constitution, the Bill of Rights and Amendments, and other historical documents. Also have Common Sense by Thomas Paine. I'll reread this one. And then, all right, trigger warning. You guys know I'm a walking trigger warning, right? I'm going to read Trump's America by Newt Gingrich. I'm not a Newt Gingrich fan, don't get me wrong. It's just, I wanted, I guess, another viewpoint. I mean, we get bombarded with all the hate speak on social media and so much of the negative view of what's going on in the administration. And I'm pretty sure that Newt Gingrich is going to say a lot of glowing things. I'm hoping that some of this is tempered with just fact. We'll see. I'm going to read it and we'll find out. But I'm really interested in this book. I get a lot of press releases in my job, and some of the press releases about this book have been middle of the road, I guess is what I want to say. They haven't been like glowing rah kind of things. They've been just middle of the road. Here's what this book is about. So I want to read it and I want to make my own judgment on it. And those are the patriotic things that I'm interested in reading here at the beginning of July. And now let's look at the middle of the month reads. You guys may remember from one of my recent videos that I picked up some books at Barnes & Noble for my birthday book haul. One of them was Caroline, and I already started reading this one. I've gotten, a few pages into this one the other night, so I'm enjoying it already as well. So I'm going to finish this one up during the month of July. I'm also going to dive into Meddling Kids. I'm really looking forward to this one. I know I'm going to enjoy it. And I want to read Heart of a Lion by Stephen Zimmer. Heart of a Lion is book 1 in the Dark Sun Dawn trilogy by Stephen Zimmer. All right, Stephen Zimmer is a friend of mine who helps run the Imaginarium conference that I'll be at in October. I better get that figured out. Yes, October. And you guys know that I read another book by one of the guests that will be there. I think the guest of honor, Robin Peterman, I think is the guest of honor at Imaginarium. So I read one of her books during the month of June. I'm going to read this one by Stephen in the month of July. I have read some of Stephen's other books, and I believe they are still in boxes in the garage. I moved here, it's been almost 2 years ago now, and I still have books in the garage because I just haven't made it a priority to unpack. All right, so these are the 3 books that are going to be like the middle of the month reading for me. And now we're going to talk about Emily Bronte and the books that I want to read toward the end of the month. Okay, you guys know I'm a huge Bronte fan. My favorite is Charlotte, but I do appreciate Anne and Emily and Branwell very much. I very much appreciate, like, Anne's poetry is just wonderful. But Emily's birthday is July 30th, and in fact they're celebrating a big one this year. So at the Bronte Museum, they're celebrating the Bronte Society, we're celebrating a big one, and I am a member of the Bronte Society, of course. Yay, proud to be a member. Okay, so the Bicentenary Conference is happening in September. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to get over to England in September. In fact, September 7th through 9th, there's that weekend, I believe, BookNet Fest is taking place over in Orlando, and I've already contacted the folks there to see if I can participate in some way other than just attending and just being a person wandering around, geeking out over the books. So yeah, there's no way I can afford to go over to England at this time. But I can afford to reread some good Emily Bronte. Of course, I will reread Wuthering Heights. So I'm going to reread this during the month of July. And toward the end of July, I think we need to just go on a full-on Emily Bronte fest here on the channel and just go over some of the Emily Bronte stuff I have, because I have some really cool-looking copies of Wuthering Heights. They're just so lovely. We can look at them and just kind of geek out. But I'm going to reread this one, and I'm going to read Heathcliff, A Return to Wuthering Heights. I have mentioned this one here on the channel before, that I've had this for years, and I just haven't dug into it. I'm going to dig into it this month. So that one is on the shelf to be read. I'm also going to reread the complete poems of Emily Jane Bronte. I've read this before, of course. I've even got bookmarked my favorite one in here, but I will reread this. My parents gave me this as a gift one year. I think for a birthday or at Christmas. It was a gift from my parents, but I'm gonna reread her poems this month, and I look forward to that. Then I also have this book of the Belgian essays that Charlotte and Emily wrote when they were studying over in Belgium. So I'm going to reread Emily's essays this month while I'm going over some of her stuff, and I look forward to that. That'll be wonderful. That is my to-be-read lists for the month of July. I'm looking forward to the Emily Bronte stuff. It's nice to revisit those stories that you've enjoyed in the past and those things that you've read before. And you know, we don't often enough take the time to revisit these books that we've read before. At least that's my experience. And so I'm looking forward to revisiting some of these things that I just haven't read for so long. So that'll be nice. You guys, what are you going to be reading in the month of July? Tell me in the comments below. What are you going to be doing to celebrate Emily's birthday? It's a big deal, and we should be doing stuff together to celebrate. Is there something specific you would like to talk about here on the channel as we get closer to the end of July? If there's something cool or nifty that we should do here on the channel, let me know in the comments below, and let's work on it. Let's do something cool and fun together. I would like to do that. We just geek out together on this. And that's it for today. I think. Yes, that's all for today. Thank you so much.